Hey, what's going on guys, Gaz here, and this is my drag bot killing guide. Killing drag bots is a great way to make money, and it also does the community a favour. The requirements for this are level 80 magic for the polypore staff, 43 prayer for protect from melee, and either the Summer's End quest or 57 woodcutting for quick access to the bots we're going to be killing today. The ones in level 35 will do. It's recommended to have either 52 summoning or 67 summoning so you can hold familiars which hold items for you. So the terror bird here holds 12 and the war tortoise holds 18. So this is the gear that I'm going to be recommending today. You may think it looks a bit shit, but it's actually because we are going to be sculling in level 35 wieldy, so you don't want to be risking much. As you can see there, if we were protecting item, which will obviously protect our polypore, we're risking no more than 10k. And this is the gear I'm going to be using. As you can see, I'm using a war tortoise and a games necklace to access them. Okay, so there's two ways to get there. The first way, if you've completed Summer's End, is to use your games necklace to teleport to the corporal beast and then run northwest towards the drags. I personally prefer this method because I can't be bothered to keep making the canoes, but I do however think the canoes are quicker. So here's the canoe method. For this you'll need to bring an hatchet instead of your games necklace. You may think you can use one on the tool belt, however that takes a very long time to make the canoe, so I recommend you just take a rune one with you. It's only 7k anyway. Once you've sailed to the deepest wilderness pool, just run west. Okay guys, so moving on to the live commentary now. Once you arrive at the drags, you'll notice that they are right next to the obelisk, the level 35 one. That is another method of getting here, however I don't like it because you could spend like 15 minutes in the obelisk trying to get the right one. But anyway, once you arrive at the drags, you'll pretty much always have a world with drags on it. So as you can see, I've got two there, and if I run west a bit, I've got one more here. And they're all quite low level bots, but what you've got to bear in mind with these bots is that they're just combat machines. That combat level is just from purely attack, strength, defense and HP. There's no prayer, there's no range, there's no mage in there. And you'll notice this when sometimes you catch a bot burying a drag bone by accident, it gets a prayer level, which just goes to show how low their prayer is. So these may be only level 80, but they are combat machines, so that's why you have to use protect from melee when you kill them. So it's pretty simple when it gets to killing them. You just want to throw up protect melee before you do anything, and then you just want to go ahead and attack it. You'll always hit well on the bots with magic because obviously they're wearing armor and we're using magic, of course. This will happen a lot. You will get PJ'd by the drags, but I wouldn't worry too much about this. All you've got to do is just try and get the drag stuck behind a tree, then attack the bot. They all have auto retaliate on, so they'll run to you. What they normally do is when they like fall below about a third HP, they just start eating up like crazy. But this isn't a problem. You should be able to combo them out. And then when you kill them, they'll drop a load of drag bones. Now, as you can see there, that bot only had 2 drag bones on it. And that is most likely because it only just arrived. So what you want to do is you want to try and kill the bots that have been here for the longest. And if you don't know which ones have been here for the longest, just kill them all. So what you want to actually pick up from the bots are the dragon bones and the Varrock teleports. They all drop quite a few Varrock teleports, and you can actually make some quite good money from the teleports alone. Also, if you're running low on food, you just want to pick up the food what the drag bot drops. So I'm going to go ahead and kill this one now. If a drag bot starts running towards the obelisk, you want to try and kill it as soon as possible. That means it's got a full inventory. So that one there didn't eat, so I'm assuming he may have quite a few bones on him. There we go. You guys can also pick up the dragon hides if you like to increase trip speed, however I like just going for the bones. What I do is when I've killed all the bots on one world, I like to hop to the next world. Don't worry about the drags, they shouldn't hit too well on you, and you do have food anyway. As you can see here, the bot's hitting really well through my prayer, because as I said, they are combat machines and they do have very good attack and strength. But you shouldn't panic about this. And that's because my prayer wasn't up, so here's how not to do it. No, I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, my prayer went up there, so obviously make sure your prayer is always up. I was doing it all wrong then. But yeah, just try and get the drag safe spotted. Look, it's going to get me again. These will PJ you like crazy. And as you can see here, when the bot runs out of food, it's going to run off. or no, that's just because there was a loot over there, so it ran to the loot. But when a bot does run out of food, it will normally try and run off as well. So you just want to try and kill it as it's running off. As it's got auto retaliate on, when it does go in the obelisk, you can normally, attack it and it will run back out. So that shouldn't be too hard to kill. Now, as you can see here, I've got loads of loot everywhere. I'm just going to grab those 2 lobsters, what that bot had there, because I'm getting hit pretty hard. I'm just going to throw out my protect melee so this drag doesn't hurt me too bad, because obviously I haven't got much defense bonus on. And I'm just going to grab my loots. As you can see here, this drag's just attacking me, but I won't worry too much about it because these bots are pretty much a constant supply of food for me. So as you can see here, my inventory's full up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to summon my beast of burden so he can hold some of the stuff for me. So there you go, that's 18 bones in my taunt, and now I can go ahead to pick up more. Okay, now what I'm going to do to speed up this trip is I'm just going to grab loads of hides. Okay, and now what you do in this situation now when all the bots are dead is you're going to hop worlds. So when you hop worlds, obviously there is a small amount of time where you can't actually see what's going on. So what you want to do when you hop worlds is run slightly east, and what I recommend doing is going behind this tree. And that makes you invisible to any potential drag bot PKs over there, and also behind this tree gives you a little bit more time to escape. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and log out and log into another world. Okay guys, so I'm into the new world now. When you're selecting a new world, it really doesn't matter, just choose one at random. Obviously just don't choose one which you've PK'd all the bots in recently. You've got to give them a bit of time to restock. So the world which I just went in now, the first world, I'm going to memorise, and I'm going to return here in about 15 minutes. Okay, so as you can see here is a guy with a polypore staff, and I'm just going to try and kill him to get him out of my world. Go away, son, go away. So obviously there is another guy with this idea, and this is a good example of what I can show you what to do when PKing. So always try and counteract the prayer which they're going to be using. Always have your quick prayer as protect melee so you can throw that up straight away. I'm going to throw protect item up as well so I can protect my polypore, of course. And just keep your eyes on that prayer. So this guy can't switch for shit, so now he's trying to smite me out, but that's cool. So I'm just going to take a pea pot now, keep attacking him. And I should get this guy in a minute. Okay, there we go, so he's dead. So obviously other people have got this idea. But as you can see, this guy didn't really have a clue what he was doing. So I wouldn't recommend trying to kill people who try and PK you. What I will do is I'm going to show you now what to do in an event of getting attacked by someone. So I'm just going to use this as an advantage, as a sort of benefit to heal up. Not interested in any of that. Okay, so what to do when a drag bot a PKer attacks you is not to panic. A lot of people's first reaction when they're getting attacked by a PKer is just to run south, just to run out of the wildy, just run south. No, that's not a good way to escape a PKer in this method. So say I was over here and I was getting attacked by someone who I didn't think I could kill. Obviously that guy I could easily kill, he was very low level. What you want to do when you get attacked by someone like that, who you are an instant disadvantage to and you think is going to kill you, is you want to actually run into the drags. These drags are so aggressive and they're going to attack anyone that bumps into them. As you can see, as I run into them, both of them will attack me. Look, this one straight on me. So what you want to do is you just want to run into the drags and get the drag to attack the PKer. And then once the drag does attack the PKer, that will stop him from attacking you, and that will give you a good enough time margin to run west. And as soon as you're out of his click radius, so the radius in which he can attack you, as long as you keep running straight and don't stop, you'll be able to escape. Then once you've been running west for long enough, there's also a load of hobgoblins what you can run into to get them to attack the PKer. And also, so just keep running west, keep running west. You can also get him stuck behind these rocks, so don't be afraid to run into the rocks to vary things up a bit. And then once you've got enough time, just bang, straight into the lobby, and you're safe. And then just hop to another world. then you can just run south, or you can run back to the drags. It's not an issue. But that is the best way to escape PKs on this. It's not to panic and run south. It's actually to run west into all these monsters, into these rocks, which you can use to get him stuck, and running into the drags. Now, of course, the drag will attack you as well, but that's fine because you'd rather a drag attack you than a PKer. But yeah, running into the dragons is your best method of escape when getting PK'd by a PKer up here, and that's because these drags are so aggressive. They're gonna single way combat. They're gonna like headbutt the PKer once, and then that gives you a good enough time margin to just run away. Also, with this lightweight gear and our boots of lightness, we should be able to outrun any PKs anyway. We're going to be probably geared up with their mystic and what have you, and all those weapons. Okay, so now I've hopped to a new world anyway. I'm going to do what we're here to do, and that's to kill the drag bot. Now, as you can see, this one's quite a high combat level, so he is probably going to hit quite well on me, which he is here. You can bring a magic potion if you'd like to speed this up, but I don't recommend it because that's obviously just more money. And the idea of this is that it's going to be an extremely cheap method. So bringing those sort of things will, make the trip cost more expensive. So you can see this bot here is nearly killing me, but I'm not going to panic because I know he can only max about a 140 on me. So he's dead now. So as you can see, I'm out of food now. So I'm going to want to try and grab any food this bot has. Okay, he has none. So I'm going to keep my prayer up. And this is going to be my cue to get out of it. So I'm going to grab all these bones. Bot just logged in there. Log straight out again. Probably because he saw I'm a PKer. I'm going to drop anything that's not worth something. Oh no, he's back. Not worth something. So I'm going to drop the hides for bones because they're worth more. Okay, and once I'm done, I'm going to run into the portal. Keeping my protect melee up at all times. As you can see, loads more bots coming in to get ready. So once you're in the portal, you can drop your protect melee. Obviously, you guys may think this is a bit risky, but just hover over your tab, and as soon as you see your wilderness drop below level 20, you just want to smack that tab straight away. You can bring a glory if you like to teleport out of the level 30 wilderness, of course, but I don't recommend this. So level 18, just smack the tab, and I'm safe straight away. Okay guys, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Now all you're going to want to do is you just want to bank your bones and empty your familiar, and you want to go back up there again and do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to price check what I made from that one trip there. So that's 44k. So that's 57. I'm not going to count the PK because that wouldn't happen in that situation, and that's just an opportunity I could jump on. So that's 64k, and then I'm just going to throw a calculator up here because my tort's got 18 in. So 3,394 times 18. So my tort's got 61k in it. I've got 64k in my inventory. So that's about 125k combined. I've made that 125k in about 12 minutes. So if you can make 125k in about 12 minutes, you're looking at about 500 to 600k an hour cash. So this is a very good money making method, and also you're doing the community a favour. So thanks for watching guys. If you think you're going to be using this method, as I say, do be careful in there. It is wieldy at the end of the day. There will be PKers, so please don't flame me if you die and lose your polypore in there. You're doing it at your own risk. This is just how I advise doing it. And if it helps you out guys, please give it a like. And if this method does get too popular, which I doubt it will from my video, but it may get picked up somehow, I'll try and find a new method of killing drag bots. And I'm currently working on a way to try and get them skulled, which is proving near enough impossible at the moment. But stay tuned guys, and I'll see what I can produce for you. So thanks for watching guys, I'll see you later.